Shri Sai Ram. Dear students, today let's continue and finish the poem Off to Outer Space tomorrow morning. In the last session, we read the poem, understood it, enjoyed it, and at the end I had given you some comprehension questions to be answered. We are going to look at the comprehension questions and answers now. The first question was, as the astronaut is flying out of the Earth, he has doubts about his return. How does he convey this? The astronaut suggests that people around him could start the countdown and take one last look at him. He also asks them to cross out his name from their telephone books. This shows that he has doubts about his return. So what are the two key things? One is he asks the people to take one last look at him. When do we take one last look at somebody? That means we may never see them again, isn't it? So he asks people to take one last look at him, and secondly, to cross out his name from the telephone book. So those two are the indications to us that he feels that he may not return back to Earth. All right. Second question, why are calendars and clocks useless in space? In space, there would be no day or night, nor would there be any change of seasons. So he feels there is no need for calendars and clocks. So it's going to be the same thing all the time in space. No seasons, no day, no night, nothing. So what is the need for calendars and clocks? So that's the answer. Why does the speaker feel that he is imprisoned? The speaker would be alone in his capsule. Nobody would visit him, nor would he have any friends near him. He would not be able to write letters or receive any mail. He would be in a very small enclosed area. So he feels that he is imprisoned. Number 4, why were teacups circling around him like planets around the sun? The answer is, teacups were circling around him like planets around the sun. This is because there is no force of gravity in space. So everything floats around. Now when I read this question and the answer, I was reminded of one of the answers which one of the students gave in the last batch. I had asked the same question in one of the tests, and he wrote that teacups were circling around because he was drinking a lot of tea. You know, that's a very logical answer if you are at home. Like if you are at home and you see a lot of teacups lying around, you think, oh, this person must be drinking a lot of tea. So it was hilarious, but it was a wrong answer. So here in space, why were teacups? They just give the example of teacups. Actually, everything floats around in space. Just to make the whole poem rhyme and make it look nice, the poet has used the word teacups. So teacups were circling around him like planets around the sun. This is because there is no force of gravity in space. So everything floats around. So the key word here is gravity. No gravity in space. If you have that, frame your answer whichever way you want, the answer would be correct. All right. Number 5, why do you think the poet has repeated the last line in every stanza? Every stanza he has repeated the same line. The poet has repeated the last line in every stanza intentionally because he wanted to. Why? It suggests that the speaker is excited about his travel to outer space. When we want to give stress or importance to something, we repeat it many times. So that is what he has done. He wants to show us that the astronaut or speaker, whoever we want to say he is, he wants to really go out to space. He is very excited about it because it is once in a lifetime opportunity. When I said that once in a lifetime opportunity, remember in one of the previous lessons, we had that phrase, once in a lifetime. I think it was the concert. In that little boy Anand talks about once in a lifetime opportunity to go to the concert of Pandit Ravi Shankar. So if you know the phrase, see, we can use it in other situations also. Like here, the astronaut, He was very excited because going to space is once in a lifetime opportunity. So naturally he is very excited. All right. That's the end. All these questions are very important, my dear students. You should know all of them, and they're very easy. This is a very easy lesson. So I'm sure you'll all have no trouble with this lesson. So this poem will not be taught again. It is your responsibility to study all aspects of the poem thoroughly. All right. And that's it for today. Thank you and Sai Ram.